Gullah, Gyal, what up, so yes, I'm living my life like it's golden. It's finally, it's almost summer. It's finally where I'm at. I'm in Colorado, and Colorado pretty much does not have like spring, pretty much. Like, you either go to fall, winter, and summer-ish. Winterish, summerish, and it's like a mush. Like, spring is kind of like the mush in the middle, but you still get snow up until maybe mid-May. We'll get snow. But it's finally coming to a point where the sun's out and the sky's clear. Maybe just for today, but whatever. I'm gonna enjoy it anyway. And I've just been kind of just focused on prioritization. Yeah, prioritization is important. And I finally am understanding and realizing, because I read my book. I finished my book again. This is the second time I'm reading it, and it won't be the last time. Like, there are some books that are necessary to read over and over again, because there's some books that really actually teach you certain powerful lessons for life. And it helps to reread them because you catch it differently each time you read it. The first time I read it, I was like, okay, yeah, this is good. And it put me in a perspective of, the first time I read it was around the pandemic, when the pandemic first started. And I was like, okay, it's time for me to be more essential, but yet I was still doing non-essentialist things. And what essentialist means is pretty much putting first things first, so that you can focus your energy and your attention, your time on the things that's going to make the highest contribution to what you're trying to do, to your goals, to your overall life, to what's more important in life. And that's not just work, that's family, that's responsibilities, etc. So here's the book. It's called Essentialism by Greg McKeown. And so I read that, and I just finished it up. I was reading it, every day that I picked up my daughter, and while I wait for her and stuff. And it was really good, and always put things in a perspective. And so I've been learning how to shift my mind into prioritizing things that matter. And I realized in the past, what I had not been doing is really putting the right priorities in place. I was so fixated on success and trying to grow in my success, as a fitness instructor, because I was lost. I was lost in this world. Like, I was lost, but now I'm found, like, type deal. Like, I don't know if you know the song Amazing Grace, but I was lost in this world. And it took me to find myself, to find what is more important to me. And it took me to go through life. It took me to go through trials and tribulations for me to really recognize what is the most important things in life. And whereas I was prioritizing things that did not matter, like when this whole pandemic hit, the things that I was prioritizing, I let them go anyway. I was like, no. And then I realized these things don't matter. So I kind of even distanced myself and created space around a lot of things. And then it helped me to see what was there. When I distanced myself from everything that I felt was, I was like, nope. This is not good to my spirit. I need a break. I need blah, blah, blah. Then I looked around at the things that were still here. That's when I realized this is the priority. This is where my mindset should be. This is where my focus should be. My focus should not be out here in this world trying to be successful, trying to be seen, trying to be known, trying to put myself out there, even on the internet. My priority is not to build my brand, to not, be somebody who's known on social media or even networking on social media. Like, cause I took a break from that, and I don't even be on that no more like that. Because then I realized, you know what? I have not been focused and present enough in my home. Okay? Like, yeah, I take care of my kids. I'm here, but I'm not here, if that makes sense. Like I'm here physically, but I don't know if you ever seen that movie, Click, with Adam Sandler. And it was a movie where he was like this man, he was busy, he was working, and he discovered this magical remote. This guy gave him this magical remote in which he can speed up time. So he can hurry up and he can speed up time and he can get things the way he wanted. It's kind of like his little magic wand, right? But he was so fixated on clicking fast forwarding time to where he was only focused on building his career and building his success, that he wasn't even focusing on his family. He wasn't focused on doing the stuff with his family. He was there, so it would show him like kind of, then he, as he reflected back, it would show him kind of like he was there, like, while all this stuff was happening in his home, or he's on the computer, focused on his computer, while all this stuff was happening at home. He missed the years of his kids. He ended up, getting a divorce from his wife. She found somebody else, and he realized, wow, I focused all my attention on trying to work and build, that the things that mattered the most, I wasn't even present for. And that's kind of what I was kind of dealing with for a while in my life, to where I was like, I look at old videos and pictures of my kids and I'm like, was I present enough? And so during this time, I'm like, no, I must be present with my children and my family. Like, and then label the priorities. Self-care, self-love first, because that means being connected spiritually and one with the Most High, because I definitely have to do that. Self-care, that self-love is to align myself spiritually. And then comes family. Then comes my children and my family, and making sure they got everything that they need and want. And then third is my home. Stability, cleanliness, being responsible, and creating comfort in the house. That's the top three priorities. And then comes work and success and getting things done like that. Because yes, that helps propel everything else. But I think if you have that strong foundation of those three things that are priority, everything else after that is going to fall into place. I mean, and then eventually, of course, I believe that before success, love with a partner, but that's family. When you're with a partner, and, I'm single, like I ain't married, ain't no ring on this finger, and I'm not dating right now. So when I get to that point, that's family. He becomes family, but he got to understand my children are my priority above him. Okay. But not totally. If we work together and we're building together, we both place children as a priority, right? Then you work together and then it's just this unit, but that's a whole nother story. So as I'm placing priorities, I realize certain things you got to give up, certain things you got to cancel. You got to cancel certain commitments if your priorities come first. For example, the reason why I was even thinking about this is because there was an event that was coming up and I was going to take my kids. I was like, okay, yeah, it was at a skating rink. And I was going to take them because I was like, let's get out, let's go do something fun. While y'all did good and y'all worked hard at school, let's just get out and enjoy ourselves. But then my oldest has a prior commitment on the same exact day that this event at this skating rink was going on. So I was like, and it was an event to support the community, and a Juneteenth event to like a fundraiser. And I was like, well, I want to support the community, but the community is about 5, 6 further down on the priority list. So then my daughter. So instead of asking like my mom to go attend my daughter's commitment, I'm like, no, I'm not going to go to that event. I'm going to go support my daughter and what she has going on, because those moments right there, far more important. And we can always go to the skating rink. It won't be to that event, but we can always go do stuff together. But I want us to do something together because they're my priority. And I had to see it like that. And that's why I said, so it's always important to list your priorities, set them in stone so that when certain things come in, opportunities come in, whether to say yes or whether to say no. And so in this case, I'm saying no. But I was nice. I was like, you know what? I'm still going to donate to the fundraiser. I don't have to actually physically be there. I can still support the fundraiser while going to support my child. Yes, darling. But yeah, I'm so happy that I'm finding that balance. I'm finding that focus. And I'm going to continue on that because I believe it only that's going to make me stronger as a person, as a mother, as a woman, as all kind of things. And so just get out there and make sure you don't look for yourself in this world, because this world is just what it is. Instead, create your own world by finding it within and bringing it to life, because it's going to make it far more worth it to live this life. And I'll talk to you later. Gyal, and I'm out.